Hello viewers, you're welcome to Daily Gist, where we publish trending news on politics and entertainment. Daily Gist is not just a channel, but an interactive platform where viewers and subscribers are allowed to interact and air their opinion of daily happenings on the comment box. Before I proceed to reading the news in details, if you're watching this video and you are not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so by clicking on the red subscribe button and afterwards click on the bell icon beside it so to get notified whenever we publish our next video. Thank you.
Our headline today: Federal government has implemented laws on fake news and hate speech. Now the news in detail. The federal government has approved measures to checkmate the growing danger of fake news and hate speech across the country. The measures, which were sanctioned by the Federal Executive Council, were born out of the recommendations of a special committee raised by the government to find ways and means of curtailing hate speech and fake news, which became very prevalent during the last general election. Under the news arrangement unveiled by Minister of Information Alhaji Lai Mohammed at a media briefing in Abuja yesterday, National Broadcasting Commission Act is to be amended to enable the commission license web-based television and radio stations currently operating without any control and monitoring. Similarly, the government also approved an upward review of fines relating to breaches on hate speech, inciting comment and indecency from 500,000 naira to 5 million naira. It also authorized the suspension of the license of stations that willfully repeat such infrastructure for up to 3 times. Other actions approved by the government to checkmate hate speech are upgrade of breach of political comment relating to hate speech and divisive comment to Class A offense in the Broadcasting Code, amendment of NBC Act to enable NBC license web TV and radio stations, and recruitment of more monitoring staff for NBC, since at the moment there are only about 200 staff monitoring about 1,000 radio and television stations. Also approved with deployment of adequate monitoring equipment and technologies for NBC and enhancement of welfare packages of NBC staff to avoid compromise in the line of duty. The government also recommended the granting of independence to NBC from political interference in the exercise of its regulatory powers, particularly with respect to the issuance and withdrawal of broadcasting license. Mohammed said the committee was also saddled with responsibility of ending all forms of monopoly detrimental to the actualization of the immense potential of the broadcast industry. According to him, a situation where a few people corner a chunk of industry to the detriment of others, especially the nation's teeming and talented youth, is totally unacceptable and untenable. He vowed that once the committee submits its report, government will move at once to implement the approved measures to inject sanity into the broadcast industry. The minister made it clear that no amount of attacks will stop the government from implementing the new measures aimed at putting an end to the twin evil of fake news and hate speech. Mohammed said, but as I have been saying, we have no intention of stifling free speech or gagging journalists or anyone. Again, this administration has no intention of muzzling the media or stifling free speech. Our campaign is against fake news and hate speech. However, if you engage in disseminating fake news or hate speech, you need to be worried, because we will not spare you. We cannot allow fake news and hate speech to become free speech, because these Siamese twins of devil are capable of inflicting untold damage on our democracy and threatening our national unity. They represent a clear and imminent danger to our survival as a nation. All right, viewers, that's all we could gather on this trending news. But if any other news on this story unfolds, we will definitely relay. Meanwhile, drop your comments and reactions and also your opinion on the comment box. Let's gather up and interact together. Thank you.